Alright, alright, alright. Let's go for that really early probe harass again, since I messed it up so bad last game. And let's get over there and try and block the barracks. Second base, third base, fourth base, fifth base. What the fuck? Oh, he's hacking. Oh, this is the hacker from the other day, guys. It's the hacker from the other day. This is definitely the map hacker, because otherwise, why would he have another probe pulled ahead of time like that? This is the guy that we played the other day and destroyed. Now, we've managed to block his barracks. Other than that, we're going to need to play a pretty solid game here. So I think Oracle into charge will be a fantastic way to start things off. I did have an idle probe there. Whoa! Massive lag spike! Oh my god, hopefully that doesn't repeat itself. That was nasty, man. Okay. Oh my god, he's lag hacking me as well. Is he? Is that because I've heard that's a thing, right? Has this guy just added a script? Has he got 2 scripts running now? He's got map hacks and lag hacks? Hopefully it's just me internet connection. I've heard that's a thing now. There's like some guy on the top of EU ladder who like does it for Serral and stuff, right? Probably the guy who made it and is trying to advertise his wares. That's usually the way it is. Okay. Actually, yeah, we don't want Wolf Gate. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 gate plus blink. Oh, obviously it's a little bit panicky because he is hacking, so I've got to just be a bit more wary with all my units and that sort of stuff. So we're going to try and get a robo out as well. Okay, we're going to make
we serve with pride. Give us ire.
got 5 Marines.
Forward. Faith. Let your will be heard. Combat over. Let none deter us. We ire shall be.
Technology researched.
He obviously could avoid that scout if he really wants to. Pretty convinced it's a 3 racks. That is what he did last time.
Research.
Thanks for the Bezos bucks.
State thy bid. I am the voice.
It shall
State thy. I am the heart of darkness. Vera. I am the heart of darkness.
Enemy assaulting probes.
Let our enemy know our
Probes under attack. Enemy assaulting probes.
Kills the observer and runs in with banshees. What a pro gamer. This guy's really good, guys.
I am here in the shadows.
Now we know that he likes to just do his dumb push, right? Where he's just going to shove in no matter what. Let's try and get charge and some more gateways.
Engaging the enemy.
Yeah, he's coming for me. Okay.
let your will be.
I am here in the shadows.
Research completed.
He's got 4 banshees. What the hell?
Ancient glory. We begin under.
I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows. You require
Consciousness awakened. New technology researched. Probes under attack.
I am here in the shadows.
Ancient glory.
I am here in the shadows. I am the. You require my skill.
Pylon under assault. We begin anew. Presented. Embrace the glory of battle. Mineral cluster.
Eat a dick, you fucking terrible player. Oh, feels good, man. Alright, we're gonna build a second robo so we can rebuild those observers, which he can always just scan down using his vision of the entire map. There we go. Alright. That's gonna go there.
State thy.
These guys gonna go here.
I am the. State.
Just goes for the detection win. What a piece of shit. I'm so angry, guys. Oh, and this army just appears out of nowhere? Of course it does.
I am here in the shadows. shall be.
I'm pretty sure this guy was commenting on my video as well. What an absolute wank stain of a human. So check out this player as well. I think I've found who this player is. Here we go. This is it. They responded with this exact same message to like 5 different people on my last video against the exact same map hacker. So I think it's the guy. So he's like, no, oh, haven't you seen your thermal stream? He zooms in on observers. And then he's like, and he said a message just like this to like 3 different people in the thread. He's like, look, we've all sometimes played challenges like 2 gold league players versus 1 masters league, right? So your masters league, you play your 2 gold buddies. This is just like that. The map hacker is above what his league would be if he wasn't map hacking. Look, he gets information, but you have macro and micro advantages. No need to get crazy. It's just another type of game. Basically, you know, playing handicap versus a lower MMR, like a gold with extra income versus a master. And you're like, you realize you've just described cheating, right? If the other person agrees to you getting a boost, that's fine. You can agree to it with your buddy. You don't do it on a competitive ladder against strangers. If you could stack 2 gold players together and then queue ladder in Archon mode versus people playing 1v1 who weren't agreeing to it, no, that's not how it works. That's no. I love how he doesn't even try to hide it. I think my favorite part about this game is just how he literally, like, he could have such an advantage if I didn't realize it was a map hacker. But my probe's coming in 50 seconds into the game, and he's just like, doop doop. Oh, there was also quite a few comments on my last video who were like, any of that could have just been someone with good map awareness, Pig. That I don't think there was any sign of that being a hacker. I'm hoping those people commented that before watching the whole video. Because look at this, guys. It's like, all right, I'm building a depot. And people will be like, oh, he's just SCV scouting. No one SCV scouts at this time, guys. Number 1. Number 2, check it out. There we go. As the probe comes in, he grabs this SCV and A-moves it there. He's not scouting. If you were scouting, you would at least click it across the map or A-move it across the map. And that way you could at least have an argument. But, oh no, I always just A-move to my natural when I go scouting. 30 seconds plus before anyone else does. It's so blatant. Just A-moves there as my probe gets to the ramp. I was like coming at the ramp and I was like, what? This is such an early probe. This is a very special move I'm doing, sending the probe across this early to block the barracks. So there's no reason you would ever anticipate this unless you were playing Zest on Beckett Industries, which is, he's the player who invented this probe scout timing. Hero very occasionally will do it on a small map as well. But, you know, it's really like a 1 in 12 TVPs at most sort of thing, only from a certain select number of players. So just absolutely ridiculous. I like this as well. The probe, I was like, yeah, he's definitely going to hunt it down. I should have been a bit more coy with it. Cheeky little fucker, man. Because I wanted the quick Robo Bay, my observer was very late. I like, though, that this player's so awful at StarCraft that he sees that I have a shield battery here and a shield battery here, and he still doesn't group the Banshees. So obviously you should group the Banshees, fly them in so you can one-shot probes. But instead he comes in separately, and he gets some pretty good damage, but it could be devastating damage if the Banshee's paired up. Because instead these probes just pull to the battery. Banshee's doing nothing. These guys are already getting healed by the Banshee. Half the time it's hitting the guys that are going into the gas. It's just, you know,
for the Bezos box.
Awful unit usage when you've got map control, man. Yeah, he also A-clicked to the probe. He'd already seen the probe, so it was a decent move. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, but I mean, it's so blatant from the start, and then, you know, the way the army's moving around and stuff. Like, look at this. This player's like, look at me. Gonna break these rocks down. Gonna bring me SCVs. Got me combat shields. Cloaks the Banshee so early. Man, I was like 4 Banshees. I was like, Jesus, that's a lot of damage, you know? It's actually quite a scary push because the Banshees force a lot of Stalkers, but that was a great Disruptor shot. Disruptors were a really good idea. I like his marine micro. It's a thing of beauty. The way he just like, he can't control his banshees and his marines independently. And he unsieges and moves forward the front tanks. Big brain plays. I should have built another battery so that I could overcharge here. Yeah, this was kind of a bad fight there. His charge wasn't ready yet. It's actually quite a scary overall engagement situation. But luckily he just keeps clumping up, so... If this player had any micro or macro, I mean, look, he even saved all of his scans. It's crazy. Also, if he built some bunkers here, it would make this push much harder to deal with. We should have gone across and flanked it much earlier. With some stalkers and an observer would have been a really good move. Because you can see how much value these guys get. They already clean up a marine, a few more marines, then we force him to rally back at home. So even just by delaying his units, that's an amazing move. And then we finally clean up the banshees and the tanks. We're still up 12 workers at that point. Now what I like here is that his army goes around the right side so I don't see it. He's like, oh no, there's an observer coming, quick. Look at this. So he's like, quick, move to the right, avoid the observer, avoid the observer. And he doesn't even bother microing these. Yeah, and then he goes around and he thinks about going around it there. What an absolute Chad. But then he's like, wait, the army's coming, the army's coming. So he tries to run past and then run these units back. Sneaky little fucker. It's just map awareness. What are you talking about? I know, right? He's just so aware of the map. He's so good. Asian Terran player runs Singapore. Oh, this is the MAPHACKER. Guys, I think we're playing the MAPHACKER. I'm playing random. I've spawned as Zerg. Well, what's the vet they've already... Actually, they probably don't even need to look across the map. I think because it's about 5250 MMR, Asian server, barcode Terran. This is the really bad MAPHACKER. I haven't played against him as Zerg. I've only played against him as Protoss. So, definitely I've got to keep hitting that report button after each match I play. I've only been hitting it about half the time. But I got to report him for cheating. Hopefully he will get this account banned soon and at least have to make a new one. Don't know if it's the biggest inconvenience, but... Yeah, I'm gonna go down here. Just to check we're not getting, Okay. Hello? Attack the SCVs, dude. Okay. So he's gonna finish that barracks anyway, I'm pretty sure, guys. So we're gonna build a bunch of Zerglings. We've got one spine on the way. Probably don't need the spine, to be honest. It's always weird. I kind of mind game myself when I'm playing against hackers. I freak out a little bit. Yep, thought so. So these guys are going to go across the map now. He is expanding and building another barracks at home. Overlord there, Overlord there. Notice we're keeping our Overlords in very conservative positions where Marines can't kill them. Because otherwise... we're screwed. Alright. he did repair it in time. Damn. Okay. So why are we going double gas, you might be wondering? Just because I kind of feel like he might just try to all-in me, you know? So I kind of figure a third base is not going to be the easiest thing to defend. It's not going to be the hardest to defend either, of course, but yeah. He's taking his gases, which is, of course, the most important thing. So just check that. We can get Ling speed, third base. Banelings will do very well. Okay. Creep will help me out a lot. We're gonna make a roach warren. I think that was just the barracks flying home. Indeed it was. This is 100% that player. I'm pretty sure this is 100% the player that I've seen in my comments. Just the way they play, and they're just like, they say GG and stuff. I think they're just like playing a normal game. They're like, no, it's fine. I'm not as fast as you, but I get to see the whole map. It's fair. I'm like, what? We're gonna make +1. A few extra overlords. Let's make a second Evo. Oh, the creep spread just gives you so much safety, doesn't it? And I'm just building lots of overlords. You might be wondering, well, why are you building all those overlords? The reason is, I'm going to go for an overseer scout to check what's up. Ah, there we go. He's going for a mass bio bush. We just saw marauders in there, so we know it's just going to be like a 3-rax bush. Pure marauder? It's pure marauder because I'm playing roaches, guys. Oh, this guy's a Chad. So I never thought of that, but he gets to see on the map, so he can go, yeah, I'm just going to do it that way. So we're going to build lots of lings. So one more round of roaches. That's 16 roaches. I'm going to turn as many of those into ravagers as I can. I'm going to build nothing but lings from here, okay? And we might have to pull the drones. So I've got these drones on hotkey. It's always funny because, like, I think what's interesting about playing someone who only hacks is you see decisions they make that nobody else would make, right? Where they're like, 4 Tech Lab Marauder with Stim. Did they even have... I don't even know if they had Stim there. I don't think I saw Stim happen. Does this barracks burn down? Okay, so they save that barracks, and it's 5 barracks on 2 bases. They're not even building SCVs constantly because they're just like, hey, just maximize the Marauder production. 1, 2, 3. 3 tech labs. But wait, no, not even making stim. Just concussive shells. I mean, there's bad all-ins, and then there's whatever the hell this is. So atrocious. Oh my god. How do I know he's mapping? So I've played this player a bunch recently. We did a video the other day, and basically, if they're about 52 to 5300 MMR on the NA server. They're a barcode, and I always play them on Singapore, which means they're probably Korean, but they're playing from somewhere in Asia. So people will be like, oh, how do you know, like, blah, 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 and stuff. Okay, so let's go back to the very beginning. I mean, I don't have any evidence from this game yet, but usually, I mean, the thing is, he can see on the minimap, I'm pretty sure that I've got creeps, so he knows I've spawned a Zerg. Let's watch the very intelligent choice to go build barracks right outside my base. Something which you would only do if you know your opponent's Overlord scouts aren't going to see it, right? So let's just watch this. It's like, oh yeah, it's cool. Sending me SCVs across. Looks at my base there for a moment. He looks. I don't know what he was looking at there. Now he's looking around my base. So the funny thing about this player is they don't care. They legitimately are crazy and they think that this is a fine thing. They're not even trying to pretend. So they look at my base. And then they're going to look at my base again. And they looked up here, I think at the Overlord to see which way it was going. So check this out, right? So he looks up there, he sees the Overlord's going down to the left, and he's like, oh, okay, cool. So he knows this Overlord's moving right, and that Overlord's going that way. So we can identify that there's going to be a crease in the middle, a little area in the middle, where he can proxy. Luckily for me, I decided to send a drone out. It's a different thing. Oh, they've sniped me. They must have waited for me to queue. Okay. They're watching the stream with one hand down their pants, guys. The MAPHACKER wants a taste of medicine. They want a taste of the medicine, they do. Okay, all right. I like how I'm still good luck have funning them, despite them being an utter scumbag. Well, my TBT is kind of dodgy. This is a matchup which, you know, things can go pretty dicey pretty quick, so I'm not really sure how to play it other than the fact that, you know, super safe seems to be the correct thing to do. So we're going to go across the map with a nice early SCV, check what's up, play a double gas build, you know, get some Reaper Hellion out. The thing is, I don't think he's going to play Reaper Hellion, right? This player doesn't know how to micro. They're slow, they're uncoordinated, but they know they're slow and uncoordinated. So they're probably going to just play a mixture of either, you know, proxy Marine all in, or Marine tank, or, you know, something like that. And 100% this is the same guy who's commenting on my YouTube videos pointing out how much I owned this shitty hacker. Who's basically just saying like, what? It's not even, why are you getting crazy, man? It's not even that weird. It's just like when you 1v3 Gold Leaguers. It's the same thing. And I'm like, yeah, I agree to 1v3 Gold Leaguers. I know I'm going into it. It's not, it's not on ladder, you crazy person. And he's like, well, but I made the decision for us to do this. I'm like, yeah, that's, what? Like, how is that making it okay? You are insane. Alright. Does it look like there's SCVs missing? No, that looks like pretty normal, I think. So I think he's just going to expand here. Okay, thought so.
Command center upgrade complete.
Okay.
Go ahead. The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. Go ahead. Got that. SCV ready. All right.
Oh, he went Reaper. Okay, so he does know how to build Reapers. Okay. That I was not expecting, guys. I'll admit to that.
SCV ready. The Grim Reaper has arrived. What's going on? I'm listening. I'm going. What? You want some gas from above? Got something. SCV ready. On the way. What's it worth? Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready here. Got something for me to kill. That's all? All right. Fear the death from got
Add-on
something for me
complete.
to kill.
Add-on complete.
Nothing what? What? SCV ready. Certainly. What's it worth? Agree. Gas from above. Oh yeah. SCV ready. Gangway. Coming through. On the way. Go. Huh?
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Who wants some? Talk to me, boss. By the numbers.
This is where TVT gets really nasty because he's map hacking.
Command center
He can
upgrade
basically
complete.
skirmish with me and beat my units at any point. You know, he knows when to pick the fights and I don't. So it's kind of like, do I just sit at home? You know, I definitely need to start scanning.
Let's go kill something. Come inside.
SCV ready.
All right, let's go across the map.
Been waiting on you. Who won? SCV ready.
Comms
Go,
open.
go, go. SCV ready.
Yeah.
SCV ready.
Adjusting. Gap from. You got coordinates or what?
SCV ready. SCV ready. Big job, huh? Go ahead. SCV ready.
Got it.
Ah, he's doing a 3-rex. Okay.
Cyclone.
By the You want a piece of me, boy? Armed and
So he might just go for like a doom drop or something like that.
no patience.
Channel's clear, boss.
Huh?
Comms open. You got coordinates or what? Comms open.
This better be good.
Cyclone roof.
SCV ready. Well, fuck. Go ahead.
You-
Up, ready to go. SCV ready. We could use some help here. SCV ready. What needs some?
Show me him. Channel's clear. Is
So what's hilarious is that army is tiny. Now, problem is that might be tiny because he's got a drop somewhere, and it might be tiny because he's really bad.
open.
And it's very hard to tell the difference between the two.
Enemy contact.
Command center upgrade complete.
Armed and ready. Been waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. This better. Who wants some? Go, go, go. What's going? Been waiting on you. Who wants some? Ready to plunder.
He doesn't have any healing.
Gangway coming through. Go ahead. Fight or flight. Yeah, that's right. Ready to roll out. SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete.
We could use some help here. Go, go, go. Been waiting on
Research.
SCV ready. Oh yeah. I've been waiting. SCV ready. Been waiting on you.
Super nerve-wracking in this matchup, man.
What's going on?
I really don't like this, especially because my Terran's pretty rusty as well.
We could use some help here. This better be good. You gonna give me SCV ready. SCV ready. I'm in SCV ready. Queued up, ready to go. We could use some help here. This better be good. Orders. Gateway coming through. He's here. SCV ready. You want a piece of me,
field.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
I'm in deep.
Upgrade complete.
What's going on? Huh?
Mineral field depleted.
Can't hold them alone. Where's the emergency?
SCV ready.
Research.
Gateway coming through. In the rear with the gear. Ah! Go. Ready to blunder. You gonna let's come and wait on the SCV ready.
Here's your...
SCV ready. SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? Ready to roll out.
Mineral field depleted.
This better be good. Want some? Go, go, go! Fight or flight.
You're too lazy? Yes, we know you're too lazy. You're literally cheating, you fucking idiot. You're like, oh, this is too exhausting. TVT is just, it's too much APM, you know? It's just too much. It's like, yeah, you have to actually play the game, you little fuck nugget. What's wrong with you? Seriously, like, what rot has infested your brain that you think this is playing StarCraft? Is this the person who cheats when they're playing Monopoly with their own child? That's like, it's the same mindset. They're like literally stealing money off their fucking 4-year-old son while playing Monopoly. What a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Such a fucking tool. That's insane, man. That's insane. Because TVT, vision is the most ridiculous advantage you can get in this matchup. Like, what a fucking loser, man. Well, I killed all their production and upgrades were all going down. I still had 2-2 on the way. Obviously, losing my tanks out there was bad. You know, it turns out your opponent can take better fights than you where they see the whole map. Still missed the drop coming across, though, because they are literally incompetent. And, yeah, it's good stuff. It's fucking... Oh my god. Too lazy. What an excuse. What an excuse. Like, I love it as well. It's just like, could have won this game. It's like, yeah, you're cheating. Of course you could. If you tried harder and got good at the game and were also cheating, you'd be able to beat me. It's not a surprise to anybody, you idiot. Oh my lord. What an absolute friggin' bananas player. So let's find that first, like, yeah. Just the movement on this game is like incredible. Like right from the early game, check this out. So when my cyclones are coming across the map. Okay, so let's point out what to it. So my cyclones come forward and he sieges up just before they get there. Out here trying to ambush me coming through the middle of the map. I'm like, okay, yep, fair enough. Sometimes people do that. You're like, oh, that's not suspicious. That's fine. You're like, yeah, sure. And then he's like, okay, just come on. He comes out, kills the Reaper, and then he runs backwards. And he goes straight to clean up this Marine right after as well. That's what's great there as well. Check this out. So his commands are kill the Reaper and then kill the Marine Scout. Because he's like, hey, if I deny your vision, you can't see things. And I can always see things. So he goes attack there, and then he immediately attacks on right next to this Marine. Okay. And then see in a second, and you move up here. It's pretty slow to give the order. Such a tool. And then he sieges there, expecting my Cyclone Hellion. Like, why did he siege there, guys? He's 2 base all in. Why is he siege there? Because he saw my Cyclone Hellion was driving around that side. See, he's just trying to get me to stumble into him. So I'm very aware that he's hacking. Otherwise, I would have lost all of these map control units so much earlier. But I know he's hacking, so I know he's trying to do this stupid bullshit where he just sets up. He's like, oh, I guess I'll take a third. Ooh, I don't know how rally points on my starport work. So I grab my Vikings from the rally with F2. but I don't actually rally it? Ooh. In TVT, cheating and still losing is like beyond embarrassing, guys. Like, damn, man. I legitimately feel like if I like was training super hard. Actually, even if I wasn't training that hard, man, like even Maru would struggle playing against any GM Terran with MAPHACKER. Like he would just be probably like far out, man, because you're just always going to be able to doom drop and find a way to avoid him seeing it coming, basically. You're always going to be able to like, yeah, like look at look at this. This is the funniest shit ever. So I scan him, and look at this. The scan runs out, and he's like, quick, move to the right, let's hide. And I send out my Hellion to scout, and he's like, quick, 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 hide, hide, hide. Look at me. And I'm like, you stupid little fucker, I know you're still around here somewhere. Fucking piece of shit. Maru's so happy turtling, he probably wouldn't mind too much. As long as yeah, he'd probably be okay, to be fair. Maru's so good at turtling. I mean, obviously, Maru wouldn't struggle with this player, since this player has bloody Platinum League mechanics. But, I did like seeing all of his Marine stim when he didn't have any medevacs. That did make me happy. So I just, like, have to keep scanning him. Like, as soon as the scan runs out, he's like, okay, quick, go for a drop. That's a standard move. Nothing too crazy. And then look at that. Look at that! This fucking idiot. I love that he's not even trying. He's coming down here. He sees that there's a Hellion going out the left. So he's like, oh, quickly changes directions. Goes around the command center, which he's had no vision of course. Goes far around out to the left, waits for his boost to be ready so he can boost right into the mineral line. Such an absolute loser. Oh my god, what a tool. And this drop kills like 4 SCVs. This is actually pretty ineffective. He killed 5, maybe 7 SCVs total. He tries to siege me at the front at the same time. I should have just done a little bit more drop harass. So I think if I squeezed out a medevac to go drop him earlier, that would have been really nice. Maybe not actually, because he has Vikings. It's going to be hard to not lose it, yeah. Yeah, he actually had more supply than me. So it was kind of scary at this point. Because he's up on SCVs, you know, he's got more units. This was a bit of a crazy battle for me, but I just felt like I needed to use the Raven advantage that I had before the game went too long. And, I mean, I did keep both Ravens alive. Oh, we didn't quite kill the tank, though. That was kind of nasty. I'm not good at macroing in TVT when I'm on the back foot, so when the opponent has map vision and at any point could outposition you and doom drop you or something, it's like... And look, he does the empty medevacs. Why is he scanning? Did he ever scan? I don't think we saw him scan once, did we?
Upgrade complete. Our SCVs
But did he scan in the fight? If he scanned in the fight, it's just so the tank can shoot. Yeah, it's so the tanks could shoot.
mineral field depleted.
Yeah, that's so his tanks can shoot at maximum range. Yeah. The empty medevac maneuver is a very good maneuver. Yeah, so that's actually kind of a bullshit maneuver. It pulls my whole army out of position there. So I actually scanned his army. So I actually could have realized if I was really smart that, hey, his whole army's actually there. Which unfortunately I did not. I did not. He's just like, YOLO, we'll just shove our Marines in. And it's really effective, man. He's kicking my ass here. But because I'm on top of his production, if he doesn't breach my production right now, he's screwed. And I've got a Viking and a decent number of Marines here, so if he tries to jump in, he's dead. And he can't build any new units, right? So all he's got is 3 Marines, 1 tank, 2 Vikings building at a time, with a bunch of Marines on top of that. Nothing will get out. He's got 2 barracks there and a factory there, but nothing's finished on him. GG's. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot.